It's so good.
It's so cute.
That's like my favorite piece of music ever.
It's not.
It's not. I was just gonna say I was listening to Lil Wayne this morning. It's definitely not.
Told you.
Definitely. Oh God. No.
What's our song? Desperado.
Calm down.
What's our song?
Which
Alejandro.
One? Alejandro.
Yeah,
Alejandro.
that's our song.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And welcome back.
Well, welcome back. This is fun.
This is so much fun.
I'm so excited to be here with you today.
What time is it? We don't have a clock in here?
We don't have a watch.
Does that watch work?
Oh, my watch. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it just worked for like fancy things like recording.
It works all the time.
Oh, that's good.
Well, no,
Get it.
it
All
is
the time?
all the things. It actually is one of those watches where when you move your hand, it like
keeps
winds.
up with you.
Right.
Yeah. So what time is it?
2:20.
Sweet. Perfect. Perf.
Welcome,
Welcome to all the things.
our quinceanera.
There's a video of us saying that.
That
was when Daddy Chris made us margaritas.
Yeah, during the pandemic.
Yeah, it was margarita every day.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
And I said, "Welcome to our quinceanera."
And then I knocked the microphone off the thing and
and
cried.
And then I asked for a refill, and you couldn't figure out how to do it. It was great.
Oh, I
Remember the good times?
Those were the good times. And you're like, hand me my wine.
Yeah.
You're like, it's to your left, to your left, to your other left,
Right.
to your left.
Right. I don't know. I think we were dancing. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
We were living our best lives.
We were living our best lives.
I was like
at home,
skinny.
Yeah.
And drunk.
Yep.
And off wine all day, every day.
It feels like that was so much fun.
I know.
Oh, God,
and it feels like forever ago. Are you okay? Cute
No.
shoes.
Thanks. Woo! Yeah.
Are you 50?
I'm 50. I'm 44.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm 44. I feel every minute of 44. I actually feel maybe every minute of 46 right now. I'm not feeling the best that I've ever felt.
You guys might notice that we have a beverage, and it's not alcohol.
Again.
So stupid.
So dumb.
So I asked John today if he could go get me the sugar-free wine.
Yeah.
I said I want cocktails on the loggia.
On the loggia.
That's what I want.
Some cocktails on the loggia.
And I'm tired of drinking tequila straight out of the bottle. True story.
So we're not sober.
No, definitely not sober. But not drinking wine.
But not drinking wine. Unless it's the low sugar wine, which you might get some, so you could have some cocktails on the loggia.
I might get some. We only had it that one time. It was fine.
I am fidgety, so I apologize. I'm going to fidget this whole time, so y'all just get ready.
Are you uncomfy?
Yeah.
Oh, you got your waist
at all times.
Do you have your...
No.
Are we spanking today?
We're spanking. Girl, we are spanked up. Right. Could you grab me some water?
Have you been wearing your binder?
Yes. Yes.
Did you wear it to sleep last night?
Yes, I wear it to sleep every night. Mostly out of fear.
Right.
That Stuart's going to wake up in the middle of the night and punch me in the stomach.
Or that it's all just going to come back overnight.
Right.
That too.
That too, yeah.
So we are 3 weeks postpartum.
2.5. I did have a 4-liter baby. So yeah, no, we're 2.5 weeks.
That's all it's been.
For real. It was 2 weeks on Monday.
Wow.
So we're 2.5-ish weeks.
Right.
Post-surgery, post-op, like those in the know say, post-op. On the thin side, or the flat side. On the flat side. We are not flat. Okay, we are not flat. So let's not call it that.
What just happened? What are you talking about?
It's a whole thing.
Do you learn this from the...
Yeah, it's from the interwebs. I don't know.
On the flap?
No.
What'd you say?
On the flat side.
Oh.
Flat.
I don't have a flat side.
I don't either.
No.
And I spent a good amount of money, and I still don't have a flat side.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's not going to come, but that's okay.
No,
it's flatter.
So you guys can't tell because we're trying to... The next best thing, the next thing to do, the next best thing to do, the next right thing to do is you got to start wearing a little bit tighter shirts.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Remember that shirt that I bought you? And then you put my shirt on and you were like, is it too tight? And it wasn't, and you thought it was? It was the one that said we're too.
Oh, I have those. I actually found those shirts.
Oh yeah, we should.
We should wear those. Yeah. I also have the shirt that says "No honey." Does it say "No honey, you're skinnier than me, not prettier"? Oh. I'm gonna wear that at some point. But I'm not. It's white, so I'm not confident enough yet.
So you're still in the flowy stuff because we just changed your skin and your body, but we can't change our mind, right?
Right.
We can't change our insecurities and our vulnerabilities. So I think as soon as you put on a little tight thing, I can see it like right here for sure.
It gives me anxiety. It's interesting. So if you didn't tune in for previous episodes,
then you should go do that because we're not repeating ourselves.
Right, exactly. Like catch up.
Right.
My watch works. What's yours doing?
Where have you been?
But we will say, I had elective surgery. Go watch the other ones. Find out what kind. And
obviously you got your boobs done.
Clearly reduction. They look bigger now. That's
they are going to look bigger because
they already do.
You're thinner everywhere else. And I don't know if you have put on weight in the last 2.5 weeks, but if you do, they're all going to your boobs.
I know they did say because they removed the fat cells. They don't just empty them and then wait for me to fill them up again.
Right.
They're gone.
Right.
So they're if you gain weight, you will gain weight in other places. And I was like, that doesn't sound like fun. And they're like, it's not. So don't gain weight.
But we've already diagnosed you with insulin resistant.
We have. Yes.
Us and your physical massage therapist.
Yeah.
Also did.
Yeah.
And we just found out our broker's insulin resistant. Is that a
HIPAA
violation? Was that a HIPAA violation?
I don't know. Are we doctors?
No.
Okay, then I don't think HIPAA
But Jeff
applies.
thinks he is one.
He thinks he's a lawyer.
And a doctor.
And a doctor. And my parent and
everything else. God.
Everything else. Yeah.
You just look up at this
real estate guy. So I think that's next. We'll figure that out. But to begin with, I am doing baggier stuff still, although I have moved from everything's too small to what the fuck, everything's too big.
Good.
So I went through that this morning. My pants are falling off of me.
Good.
I tried to put on something that was cute and I was like, it doesn't fit. It's too big.
Good.
So I'm happy about that, I guess. It's just moving so quickly that I also don't want to go buy clothing.
Right.
Because why are we doing that? I have 3 to 6 months of recovery here, so I'm just going to have to kind of piece it together, and it's not going to be cute, and I'm cool with that.
Don't you have
winter is coming.
Yeah.
Sweatshirts. You will not even know. You
Right.
won't know.
But I think, have you decided to take the leap into the functioning doctor side?
So that's going to be the next thing. I just want to get a little further in my recovery here.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm due to go out of town. We have a trip coming up, you and I. Fingers crossed Stuart doesn't ruin it like he does everything else.
The weather, a car,
right?
A
client,
a client, a broker, a husband, a parent. Where else?
Yeah.
What else are we doing?
Yeah.
A sickness, an illness.
100%.
A broken arm.
Yeah.
A broken leg. I don't have stairs anymore, so I can't throw myself down those.
Are we manifesting this?
No, I'm just making sure that I nailed every single thing, so that if and when it does happen, I can be
say, called it.
Told ya. It's just like when Stuart got herpes and then he punched me in the face and made me bleed.
Yeah.
All within 2 hours.
Yeah, and we had to cancel our beautiful 5-star resort. Amazing.
They still
getaway.
email me. And I still delete it very madly. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I hate you.
I hate you with your nachos.
Yes.
By the pool. Yeah. So we are, in theory, going to take a trip. And then, 24 or 48 hours after that, I'm headed out to Alaska to pick up my husband from work.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Can't wait to tell him I got lipo. So that'll be fun.
Lipo, new floors, new paint.
Tattoo.
New carpet, tattoo.
I'm dyeing my hair.
You're dyeing your hair. You bought an investment property. You got lipo. You got a new car.
Yeah.
Was that it?
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, God.
It's been a fun 5 months. My dad's home. So, we cram an entire year's worth of insanity into 5 months because once dad gets home, it's
lame. You won't let me come over.
Right.
We hardly hang out at each other's houses anymore.
I know, that's true.
Because we don't drink wine anymore.
Right.
Stupid. But you have not done your normal freak out. You haven't cried.
No, at all.
You haven't been like, where's Chris?
Maybe because I'm scared.
Oh yeah, I'm scared too.
Maybe because I'm like, I don't want Daddy Chris to come home
Yeah.
because, he's going to be like, what is going on here? No, I think partly it could be because, we did quit drinking. And so maybe I've coped with life a little better than I normally do. You know what I mean? Not that we quit drinking. It's just, it's now
Totally in moderation. And
yeah.
very
Yeah.
controlled.
Yeah.
And not wine. Anything sugar-free, basically, is what we're doing.
Well, you are.
Oh, what are you drinking?
I mean, I'll still drink a glass of wine.
Oh.
Until
Oh, yeah, we did. We did have wine at at Vic's.
This is the coolest spot downtown. It's my new favorite.
I love it. I love it so much.
The bartender's name is Aaron. He's awesome.
So awesome.
He likes ghost stories too.
He's so awesome.
Yeah, he's very cool. So Vic's is down in Symphony Park. If you live in Las Vegas or the surrounding area, go see Aaron. Go say what's up.
Yeah.
And be like, Heidi and Reba sent me in. And also, did you watch the Blackwell Ghost?
Yes.
And be like, them.
He'll be like, oh, great, they have friends.
And they sent them here.
Right.
And these
There's
friends
more.
also show up at 11:30 and say, "Can we have some wine?"
Right. We were at this in this big tour of Symphony Park, and we're there for an hour standing in the sun.
It was so hot. It was 150.
I was sweating so bad, and then we decided not to get our cars, and then we walked over to Vic's.
It was forever away.
Oh my god, it was so far. It was a block, but it was in the heat. It was so far.
It was actually a block.
But we had to walk around the whole entire thing for that hour.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was disgusting. And we threw ourselves on their marble countertop because it was cold, and I was like, I'll take a water. And then I was like, and wine.
And wine.
We had, what, three?
Oh, we sat there for a long time.
Yeah, we got some appetizers.
And we just hung out, which was cool because we haven't really, like you said, we haven't really been doing that, which we love to do. And like we have our best moments and our most creative moments, and we come up with like the most fun ideas, like this podcast. How do you think we came up with this shit?
Yeah.
It certainly wasn't sober.
Right. Absolutely not.
And then when I ordered all the equipment, I also was drinking.
Right.
Because I was like, we'll take the best of everything.
I liked those days.
We were fun.
Oh, we had so many good ideas.
We did. We still do.
Now I'm just banging my head up against the wall.
Yeah, well now we're implementing good ideas. And everything's happening at one time, which is not what I wanted to happen in any way, shape, or form. But, this is where we are.
But this all started on a brisk COVID evening where we decided to go live on Facebook.
Yeah.
And just share
our insanity. Kind of.
Is there a better word for it?
We would hit the button to go live on Facebook at my house, and Chris would all of a sudden whoop, pick his shit up and leave.
Or he'd be like, not now.
No.
Not now.
No.
Not now.
Oh my God, you're going live again.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember when everybody was going live at that time, so we had to wait in line to go live. Remember that?
Yep.
Like Zuckerberg couldn't figure out the servers, and only two people could go live at the same time.
We're like, we're next.
Right?
I swear we're next.
So
that's true. Remember when everybody wanted to do Zoom happy hours?
Oh,
that lasted one time. I did one of those, and I was like, that was the dumbest shit I've ever done.
Oh, it was terrible.
No, thank you.
And then we had
everybody's looking at their camera, and they're like, no.
I'm so weird because I'm like, I wonder what their house looks like.
Yeah, but everybody blurred their background or made it look like they were somewhere they weren't.
Exactly.
Because their house looked like shit.
Exactly.
Because it was COVID and nobody was cleaning. No. They were just drinking.
They were drinking, and then they were disinfecting. They were not cleaning.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, that's totally different. Two different things.
Totally two different things.
Yeah.
Oh, COVID.
Those were the days.
I could use another one. And I say that, but no.
But no, because they're really going to try, I think.
Right.
They're talking about the mask mandates and stuff coming back. So.
I was over the mask. I just want someone to make me stay at home for a week. So I don't have to go to work.
I'm going to go into your computer and manipulate what you can see on your computer. And I'm going to show you all these news things that say, hashtag COVID, sit down, nobody can go anywhere for 7 days. And then you can have your time. You'll never know. You'll
Yeah,
be
and
none the
everybody will be
wiser.
calling me. They're like, "Where are you? Our appointment was an hour ago." I'm like,
You're like, COVID, everything's shut down.
Right.
They're like, what?
"They're like, what? You have COVID?" I'm like, "Sure,
Yeah.
of course."
Absolutely.
Oh gosh.
God.
Um.
Don't speak that into existence before we go on our little.
Yeah,
We
well,
get
I mean,
2 days away.
Hold on. As soon as you plan a vacation and I plan a huge engagement party.
Huge.
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 Look at that heat on that engagement party.
They are. Is that another thing?
It's fine. Go ahead. Keep going.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Who have you been talking to?
I have to go.
Can you go wait in the car? Who have you been
I
talking
don't know. Don't make me cry.
to? I'm waiting for you to be like, "That's so fire."
Just wait. It's coming.
Oh my god. What was I even? Oh. So, okay, so huge engagement party.
Huge.
That was my joke. So stupid.
Oh.
We're fine.
We're fine.
All right. So as soon as Daddy Chris calls and is like, "Get up here by September 15th," and I have the most ginormous backyard birthday party happening at the end of the fucking year. They're literally gonna shut this entire world down.
100%. They're gonna be like, you have more than 4 people at your house at one time, and you're like, ugh.
I'm like,
54?
I'm like, all the 4 people are already here.
Oh, God. The dogs
then-
are like, get out.
Right? But then I'm like, all this alcohol to 4 people? Dope.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's fire.
Yeah, oh my god. No. Remember that,
We're okay.
oh god. Remember that little, remember our little tiny baby boy on the, get it together, man.
I'm so tired. I think I'm delirious. Okay, we're fine. Ugh, it's fine. All right.
No, Austin should take you crying, just that little reel, and then it sounds like I told you something really bad, and then people are gonna watch.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I mean? Like an up close of you, like being like this.
Is that what I look like?
Kind of like,
Oh my God.
and then it's like Heidi shares secret with Reba.
Okay. We're good. I can't wait for your party.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
pumped. It's
That's
gonna be
my
fun.
No,
That's
do you?
my phone.
That's my phone.
Put it on silent? Nope.
Well,
Not
that's
me.
as close as I get to silent.
Oh no, we're fine. Carry on.
Are we just gonna burn this down?
Carry on.
I'm not that funny.
I don't know. You kind of are.
No. So remember that little kid that came on the YouTubes or the Facebook or whatever, and he was giving us his recommendation on Little Peep
Music.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember?
I do remember him.
Oh,
he was
my
amazing.
gosh.
He was so good. He was like,
and then he had to go get his apple juice.
Yeah, he was like, I got my apple juice here and it's fire.
Right?
Yeah,
That's what that reminded me of.
He was cute.
He was so cute.
He made COVID bearable too.
Yes, 100%.
A lot of people made it bearable.
Yes, 100%.
You.
Oh, you.
You.
You know who didn't make it bearable? My ex-husband. That was
Oh, no, that was
terrible.
bad.
That was terrible.
That was no bueno. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck. Well, that was a mood killer.
Okay.
Anyhow.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Just kidding.
And we're done.
Right? So, what else were you saying?
I did hit record, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Just making sure.
You keep staring at it as if
Because I'm paranoid.
as if the Mandela effect's going to take us back 30 minutes and unrecord it or something.
Right.
Are you okay?
No.
She was so pumped to record today, and now she's like, I can't wait to leave.
I was pumped to record today. I still am. Like, I'm still, I'm happy to be here. I sure did miss you.
I missed you too. So Reba came into the office today, and our broker Jeff Lavelle, broker of the brokerage, a real estate firm, was here, and I was like, "Hi, honey. Oh my God, you look so beautiful. I love your shoot." He was like, "Damn, if this isn't a hype, what do you say?
He said we're each other's hype teams.
Hype girls."
Yeah. No, it's like, yeah.
I told him we didn't have to pay for people to do that.
Right.
For us.
We do it for each other.
Right.
We're like,
free.
oh my God,
So
you
good.
know,
Oh my God. It's so good.
And then we walk around and we feel good about ourselves. And then I see a photo of myself and I'm like, that bitch is a liar.
Or someone launches your podcast last night and I'm like, "There's a shiny little potato." I am.
I didn't know what else to do. I
Tiny
panicked.
potato.
I panicked. Not gonna lie, I panicked.
I'll be. Okay,
Yeah.
so shall we talk about the elephant in the room?
Which one?
The one that you went viral
Oh,
last
yeah.
night on TikTok?
Yeah. Yeah, panicked.
How do you feel?
Stressed?
Validated?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Mm-mm. No, they don't talk about this. You go viral and then you're like, well, now what do I do?
I know, right?
Now what? So it was Austin, bless his little heart. I texted him I don't know how many times yesterday and I was like, oh, help. I was like, we're at 17,000 views. And I was like, we're at 70,000 views. And I was like, we're at 115,000 views. And he was like, I'm on set all day.
You're
And I
like,
was
you don't have to
okay,
answer
but-
me. I'm just
telling you.
texting you.
And then he got home late at night, like, I don't know, 8:30, that's late, I'm old. And he got home and then he's like, holy shit, you have over 5,000 shares. And I'm like, no, that's just likes. That's a little heart thing. That's just, I'm like explaining to him how TikTok works, right? And he's like, no, that's shares. And he like takes a screenshot, circles the shares,
Oh
and it
my
was like
God.
5,700 shares or something. And he was like, that's shares. And I was like, oh, I don't see that button. That button's not on my screen. It isn't.
Brand new to
So
you.
yeah, I was like, never seen that before.
Welcome to viral.
Right. And he's like, those are some like
Crazy numbers.
insane numbers. And I was like, oh, well, for the person who normally has 200 views and 13 likes, and all 13 of those are people that I know.
Right.
Right.
It's all me cheerleading it on.
You're like, wee, yeah. For me, that's a lot. So, anyways, it's still going up.
Are you checking it by the hour?
Not really. Yesterday I was, because what I was trying to do, and in my mind this makes sense. I think this is how it works. But like if I comment on somebody's post and then they respond to my comment, I can end up going back to that post, right? It's like so and so replied to your comment.
Right.
And then I go back to that post. So my thought process was that if I can respond to all these comments, each one of them specifically, then that would engage these people, and one of a few things might happen. They might go back and rewatch it, they may make another comment, they may decide to follow me,
They might share it.
they may share it, whatever. And so I literally have gone through and specifically responded to, I'm not shitting you, it's like 1,000 comments. And it's like, people will tell me something personal about, their dog or their mom or their dad, and
Right.
I go in and I'm like, hey,
Same fam.
blah, blah, blah.
Same fam.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you're a caretaker for your dad. That can be a lonely place being a caretaker. And they're like, oh my God, thank you so much for your kindness. And I'm like, but I know that to be fact. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not going in and just being like, heartsy, heartsy, smiley, smiley.
Right. Thanks.
I'm
thanks,
actually,
thanks,
yeah,
thanks,
100%.
thanks.
I'm not doing that. It's like all specific. So like I was exhausted last night. And then I kept waking up in the middle of the night and I'm like, bitch, better get to it. Because if you don't, then you're going to wake up and you're going to have 200 comments or more to respond to when you have your coffee in the morning. It took me, I woke up twice and like responded to comments during the middle of the night. And then this morning I woke up at 5:45, I had coffee by 6, and I sat there until about 7:45 responding to comments.
On your phone or
On my phone.
Oh,
And then I was like, I have a headache. I wonder why.
Right.
So like it's stressful because obviously that was not intentional.
Right.
I just thought it would be funny to make this video because I
It's
saw
so
somebody
cute.
do one and I was like, I have material for days
Right.
on this, so I'll do my own. It'll be funny. My friends will think it's cute, whatever. And then bada boom, bada bing. And then it became, oh my God, we have this audience that's unexpected. And so even though we hadn't officially launched anything on TikTok for the podcast, it was like, if I have people that are engaging right now, what an idiot we would be.
To miss the opportunity of not
Right,
watching all of
exactly. So like, let's put some teasers up and see if we can get some cross stuff, and then I can share, and then followers, blah, 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 blah. So that's what we're like
That's the
trying to do.
intention.
That's the intention. Will it work? I don't know.
Should I call Mark?
Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has no idea. He's like, that's TikTok and that's going to get banned.
Yeah, he's like, I will see it. I will make sure it gets banned.
He's like, over here at Meta, where nobody's going to see it because I'm going to censor it.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Fun times.
So we'll see what happens. But no, it is not, like, it very quickly then becomes a job.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not fun.
Right.
It's a job. I want to keep it fun. I have, like, all these amazing ideas of things that I've wanted to do, and I just haven't done them.
Right.
And now I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
should have done that.
guess what I'm doing tonight? Fucking TikToks. Chris is going to love this.
Oh,
we're talking about Dad
so
being mad?
He's going to be so mad.
Dad's
Does
going to
Dad
be
know?
like,
Maybe Dad was calling to be like, did you know you went viral on TikTok?
Oh, he might. No.
I'm just going to wish that.
He does follow me on TikTok, though.
I'm just going to.
Which means he's seen my tattoo. Because I have had it in, you know, it's you can't not see
Maybe
it.
he thinks it's like makeup or a bruise from Stuart. Or
Maybe Stuart drew on me with a
crayon
in
100%.
cursive.
Yeah.
No, I definitely think he's seen it. He's gonna act like he's surprised and then be like, "What'd you fucking do that for?"
No, I think we should get him drunk again and then tell him.
He's gonna see it before then.
Well, then he better be drunk when we see him.
Before I could just keep my hair down and you
Yeah.
couldn't see it, and now this is not. There's no.
So the first time that we got tattoos together, we went and I don't know, what was it, like a year later, 9 months later. We were at a birthday party. And
Oh, it wasn't, because it was a birthday party in like October, and he came home in September. So he had been home for like.
I feel like it was like
No,
9 months.
No, it was not. But
was it
that
a
was
year
nope.
after?
That was the year that I went to Alaska and I had it,
Oh.
and he didn't notice. And we were in Alaska for 2 weeks,
Right.
picking him up from work.
Right.
And then we came home, and then we went to Jason Rivera's birthday party, who's his birthday's in October.
Right.
And so it was just a few weeks, but it had been like 5 weeks probably that he had
5 months.
never noticed this tattoo on my neck. So we get him good and liquored up.
Oh, and when Dad gets liquored up, you know what he
He's the
doesn't want
best.
to do? He doesn't
Argue?
want to leave.
Oh no.
Could not drag that man off that bar stool.
No, he gets this little kickstand going.
Oh, yeah.
And he's good to
Yeah.
go, and it's the best.
Oh, it was so good. And then I pulled Reba away, and I was like, I think it's time. I think it's time to tell him that we got our tattoos. And we're like, I sat him down. Not that I had to sit him down, because he was already well rested on that stool.
Yeah, I was.
I turned around and I'm like, we have something to show you. And he's like, meh.
Yeah, he really was.
And I'm like, no, we wanted to show you something. It's kind of a secret, but it's a big deal. And then we turned around and showed him our neck, and he was like, meh.
He was like, okay.
And I'm like, are you mad? And he was like, for what?
Thank you. And that's when he surprises you.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I'm not going to get mad. If he got mad every time that I did something that I shouldn't be doing, he would be mad
Exhausted.
a lot. Yeah, he'd be real
exhausted.
tired. Like,
But
yeah.
what's funny is he's grumpy when he shouldn't be grumpy, and then he's not mad when he should be mad.
100%.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm dating a tinier version
Chris
of
Jr.
Chris. Yes. And he never gets mad at me, but he's not old enough yet to get mad at me.
Yeah, he's still figuring out his shit.
Yeah.
So he can't get mad at you for yours.
No, he can't judge me
Yeah.
because he's still going on his own little journey.
Yeah.
But no, he doesn't get mad. But when he does get mad at me, it's, you don't spend enough time with me.
Right, that's true.
And then Irene goes, oh my God, that's so cute. And I'm like, is it?
Ah,
Is it?
you're like my clients say the same thing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh. And then he says,
I don't say it. Do I? That you don't spend enough time with me.
no, because we're always together.
Yeah, that's true.
Except for,
That's why we're not spending enough time with
Mhm.
our significant others. Nothing makes Chris grumpier faster than me rolling in at 7:30 on a Tuesday night, reeking of wine, and I'm like,
And
hi,
good
and he's
times.
just like, you gotta be kidding me. And,
Nice.
and then I try to act like I haven't had wine.
And then as you're pouring yourself the
As
glass
I'm
of
pouring
wine,
a glass of wine, and I'm like, God, today was real peace. And he's like, was it? Really?
He's like, been at the bar since 2 again, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, huh, what?
I'm like, well, we have such great ideas. Let me tell you all about them.
And then he's like, I don't
I'm
want to
going,
hear it.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's him. I'm
I'll
going
go
to
to
bed.
bed.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
See, I have trauma because I will come home and I will be like, ooh, are you mad at me? And he's like, for what? And I'm like, because I was been at the bar since 12 now. He's like, no, when I've been mad at you. And I was like, because my ex-husband was mad at me all the time. He was like, that's your ex-husband's problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks, bud.
100%.
You open that bottle of wine.
Put it in perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
But I remember. Do you remember me going through that?
Yeah,
I would be like, I am so scared to come home drunk to him. Blah blah blah. He's gonna be so mad at me.
Yeah.
He's gonna give me an attitude.
Yeah.
I can't deal with attitude right now.
Yeah.
And then I'd come home and he'd be like, "Hey boo, what are you doing? Looking so cute."
Yeah. Ew. I just roll in and throw my shit down, and I'm like, I'm here.
And I'm not drunk.
I pay my bills.
Right?
My bills are paid.
But you roll in and you're like, not drunk. Can you pour me a glass of wine so
Yeah.
that if you smell something, it's
It's
obviously coming
this
from
glass.
here?
It wasn't the one I had right before. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Absolutely.
We're so cute.
Yeah, we are cute.
Except for we don't do any of that anymore.
No, we're freaking boring. Well, these doctors have freaked me out with all
Yeah.
the things. And then I was on the Wall Street Journal.
I was on the Wall Street Journal today because I just filled my Metformin prescription.
Okay.
And I wanted to hear what it actually did.
Yeah.
And so my cells are resisting the insulin because my body's been pushing so much out.
Yeah.
Because I've been putting so much in. And my cells are not responding to it anymore. So what Metformin does, it comes in and it gets into the keyhole. It's the key to get into the hole to open up the cells again to get them.
Perfect.
And it gives you, your body starts to use sugar as energy again.
Good.
And so I don't know. They say it's the key to, it's the key to staying young. Yeah, there's a whole thing on it. It's like a little fountain of youth. Supposed to kill
me up.
but it causes nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea.
I think it's also pretty rough on your kidneys.
And lower intestines.
Yeah.
And you could get something acid buildup. Don't know what that something acid buildup, and then it depletes your vitamin B12, I think.
Yeah. So
But I mean, like, what am I doing?
You gotta figure it out. Yeah.
What am I doing here?
It's a yo-yo. It's almost like that myth of work-life balance, where you gotta do like the natural medicated balance. Like it never really actually balances out.
What?
Work-life balance, right? Work-life
yes.
balance.
We
People
talk
say
about it all
that
the time.
there's no balance,
No,
right?
there isn't.
It's the same thing, in my opinion, of like your health, where you have like
Right.
medicated stuff
Right.
and like natural stuff and whatever, and like you're trying to find that balance, and
Right.
then it's not achievable.
No.
No one is on medication and they're like, fucking feel great every day,
Right.
and all my problems are taken care
Of
of,
course.
and I don't have, the 9,000 side effects that
Right.
come along with this. Like, there is no balance there.
Right.
It's the same thing, in my
Right.
opinion. Like, I'm just learning that adulthood means that everything is out of balance for the rest of your life until you die.
100%.
And then the only thing that's in balance is like your grave.
Funeral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, depending on who you invite.
That's true. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But no, you're 100% right. Your skin gets dry, your eyes get dry, your hair falls out.
That is not where I thought you were going to go with that, but
We just dry up like little prunes.
well, we're already drying up because we're in dadgum perimenopause.
And the desert on top of it.
Right. Yeah. And we also are not hydrated because we've been drinking tequila straight from the bottle. And
That was only last night.
there was that one time you sent me a picture and it looks like ginger ale in a cup
Right.
with ice, and you're like, that's just tequila.
I said, what did I say? I said that, did I say it's all tequila or something?
Yeah.
I asked John, I was like, oh, we didn't get the wine. I want to try the wine again. And then I was like, just give me a shot of tequila.
Yeah.
And he goes, just a shot? And I go, never mind. I said an ice cold shot. And he goes, how do you want me to do that? And I said, never mind. Just put tequila in a glass with ice in it and stir it. And he goes, I could do that. And then he brought me back, and I was
Little
like,
baby bartender.
and I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah, that's awful.
I had like 4 sips of it, and I was like,
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
I didn't want that.
I did have wine last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
You had
After
to.
the day I had yesterday.
Oh, we had a terrible day yesterday.
Yesterday was so stressful, and we both had.
Did you do the Nakey wine?
No, I just did whatever was on my bar. Yeah. It was red. It was wet. It came out of a bottle. It had a cork in it.
Beautiful.
It qualified for what I was looking for
Perfect.
last night. And I shouldn't even really be, drinking. I'm not supposed to drink for 3 weeks, but
Hey, you're 2.5
yesterday was a
in.
bitch. I'm fine. Listen, let me tell you something. With the amount of things that I have put in my body, like illicit substances in my life that I have put in my body, the fucking glass of wine 2.5 weeks after surgery ain't gonna be what takes me out.
Do you think it's the wine 2.5 days before the surgery?
Shit.
There's that too.
I mean,
that
also didn't take, I know, right? That also didn't take
And then you're like, I read somewhere that it said I could.
I did. I went online and I looked at enough things where I found the one that was like, my doctor said 48 hours. And I was like, that bitch knows what she's talking about.
Exactly. I'll take
That's
that.
the one I'm going with. Everybody else was like 6 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. And she was like, that's weird. My doc said 48 hours. And I was like, yep, you are my person. I will have a glass of wine right now.
I need to look it up there in Turkey.
Yeah, 100%.
Istanbul.
She's in Turkey and then she sued her doctor like 6 weeks later. You know, it's great. No, we were fine. We were fine. Now we just have to deal with what I'm sure we both have is parasites.
Yes. My doctor's all on board for the parasites.
Okay.
Why do you think you have a parasite?
Can
you feel it?
I eat sushi.
We all eat sushi. I'm sorry, I'm just adjusting, guys.
Now you're the one who's...
I'm not fidgety, I gotta switch a roofsies.
Yeah.
I've been sitting in the spot for 45 minutes.
I know, I see you. I love your pillow.
Thanks.
So I just think that apparently most people have parasites, and so I'm pretty sure that I have parasites. There's a fucking parasite in my lower intestine named Doug, and he, you know.
Douglas.
Douglas likes 2 cups of coffee in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Like I gotta
He has one eye too. Oh, Douglas.
Exactly.
I love that.
He and Chaz get together every now and then.
You shouldn't get him down. You shouldn't get rid of him. He's so cute.
Stop it. Douglas has got to be evicted. He's got to go. So I'm gonna
He
go.
paid his rent. He paid his dues. He paid his bills.
He's like, my bills are paid.
Right?
Don't do that. Bitch, no, they're not.
I've asked for a tapeworm for Christmas for 12 years. And you're telling me that I have parasites in my lower intestines, but none are
tapeworms. Isn't that the damnedest thing? I know.
I always watch the little National Geographic show, and I think of Daddy Chris when all the grizzly bears are eating all the salmon.
Because of the salmon thing, or because of the grizzly bear thing?
I'm not even there yet. Hold on. And they're eating it, and then they turn around, and there's like the longest tapeworm out of their little booty hole.
Oh.
And then the guy like narrating is like, crikey, look at that.
Wait a second, hold on a minute. I want to make sure that I get this scenario right. So the bear's in Alaska and they're eating the salmon, and then there's an Australian guy who's like, crikey.
He's like, crikey.
He flew 3 days.
He's just narrating. He's probably at home in his jammies. But he's like, crikey, look at the size of that. And I'm like, are we looking at the fish, the bear, or the tapeworm? Which one?
They're all large.
And then I'm like, if Mr. Australian guy, if you're there, can you just get a little snippet and send it in the mail? Here's my address.
They'll regenerate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be like, ooh, cheers. To be
you're like,
again.
Am I skinny
I
yet?
know.
Do I look skinny? Do I look skinny? I feel like shit.
Right.
Do I look skinny?
Yeah. 100%.
It tries to escape, and you're like, get back in there.
Right? I'm like, no, I see you.
Oh my god.
You've never seen the bears with the tapeworms?
No.
On National Geographic?
Nope. I don't. I think we watch different TV altogether.
Well, it's really on the TikTok.
Speaking of TV, I've watched the docudrama Painkillers. Oh, it's so good.
Is that about the
on Netflix? I think.
Is that about the
It's about the Oxy.
Is it about the family of the Oxy?
Yeah. So,
those
anyways,
motherfuckers.
They are like crazy. The best part is that I watched it after surgery while I was taking Oxys. So I'm over here popping Oxys after surgery, watching the docudrama about the family that like created this entire shitstorm of
and it's like 2 brothers,
addiction.
Right? And like
no, it's a whole fucking
there's a whole family, but there's 2 brothers, and they're like, aren't they like?
Yeah.
They fight, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and one of them's like, "You fucking made this mistake," and he's like, "I don't know. It's my legacy."
This isn't my mistake.
Yeah.
This isn't a mistake.
It's all about legacy and all that, and
right.
then it everything goes side. It's so. I mean, I think it was good. I was on Oxys,
right?
But It was entertaining. It kept me, entertained while I was watching it. But it was ironic that I was just over here doing my every 6-hour oxy and watching this, multi.
Did they show you how to smoke it?
Okay, well, it wasn't like a how-to video. It was like a YouTube.
Just making sure.
But yeah, people were like snorting it and doing all kinds of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, snorting it. And it's supposed to be, that time release thing, right?
So then they're just like walking around and they're like, puh.
No, I think when you crunch it up, it like maybe destroys whatever makes it time release.
that coating.
Yeah, so and then it just goes straight into their noses. And it was about, the little girls that were running around in their Porsches selling it, and
like the drug pharma, like the pharmaceutical reps.
Yeah, and like the doctors. I mean, like the lies that were told and everything. It's just absolutely amazing. But the good thing is that I watched it, and then I was like,
you
I'm
can't do
taking this anymore.
Exactly.
Because I don't want to be snorting oxys. Although I wouldn't, they make me feel kind of sick.
I'm allergic to codeine, so I can't even take them.
You can't. Yeah, they make me feel sick. There was only one time when I was taking them that I was like, oh, I'm gonna puke. I didn't, but I felt like I was going to.
Was that when I first took you home? When I had to get you the trash can?
Oh, I forgot about that. There were 2 times. I forgot about that. That was bad.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah.
You looked green.
Yeah. So I'm like awake for this procedure, right? This was not a put you to sleep like anesthesia type situation. They, you're awake for it.
It's like a whole local. They just local and then they twilight you?
Yeah, I don't.
Were you twilighted?
No, I was not twilighted. I was just like, I took some pills. And then we waited like, I don't know how long.
What was the pills?
I don't know.
Like,
whatever they gave me.
Like Vicodin?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then they, they just kind of strap you down on the table so you can't move. And then here they come. And they're all like talking over you. And they're like, so, how's your son liking soccer? Anyways.
Really?
Yeah, it was the whole thing. And, but this girl was one of the assistants. And she's like, I'm like, you guys advertise that you can go back to work immediately. And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, I had it. And I didn't even have any pain medicine. And I was at my desk an hour later. Ma'am.
That's what I asked you. I'm like, how big was she?
She was small. But she's small now.
Right.
I don't know how big she was then. But ma'am, no. We're not doing that.
And you're like, please don't tell people that.
Yeah, like, don't do that. Because I'm like strapped down to this table thinking... Right? We're ready to go. Like, back to work tomorrow. Like, this is no big deal. I've already told you, don't you dare stay at my house.
Right.
I want to be left alone.
Right.
Like, I'm good.
I just need a ride.
Yeah.
That's how it went.
Ew.
That's exactly
it's
how
true.
it went.
And then, she was, maybe she was. Maybe she's Superwoman and she feels no pain. But that shit hurt. It still does hurt.
And you know what I thought was weird is they put, like, you said gauze over your eyes?
Yeah, so I had gauze over my eyes and then glasses on.
See, I think it's so weird because I think it would be so much better. Did they talk to you while doing it?
They mostly talk to each other, and then every now and then they're like, are you okay? Because I wasn't saying anything because I don't have a child in soccer. So, like, what am I adding to the conversation? You know what I mean? Like,
are they just, like, checking on you?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I feel like they need, like, a virtual reality headset, like, where you can see something and hear.
I wouldn't have, maybe if there was something that was, like, ocean noises or something.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there has to be, like,
that would be cool.
Like, gauze and glasses makes me feel like we're in the back door and, like, and you just... Jimmy rigged something, and I'm, bleeding from my vagina for no reason. You know what I mean? Like,
are you saying you feel like it was a backdoor abortion?
Yeah, it kind of was. I mean, they did suck something out. They did have wands.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they should have something with, like, some ear, like you're at the dentist.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been, I feel like that would make people so much, it would be a lot more pleasurable, tolerable.
Yeah, I don't think there was any pleasure to be had. But I didn't feel any, I could feel them and I could hear it. But it wasn't like I was in pain until the end. And then, like, the little shots that they gave me to numb everything started to wear off. And I was like, this motherfucker doesn't stop jamming that thing in my stomach.
It was wearing off while you were on the table?
Yeah. But he was like, I am almost done. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, whatever. Like, yeah. And then they held everything up. And they're like, look at all this that we've got out of you. And I was like, yeah. Cool.
You're like, I'm gonna throw up.
Yep. And I was like, I don't feel good. Yeah. No.
Did they give you a anti-vomiting medication?
Yes, I did have anti-nauseum. I have all the medicines
Good.
pretty much left.
Keep those bad boys around.
You know, Will.
I'll snort those.
100%.
Anything to avoid puking.
It's a true
Same,
story.
yeah. But you could.
Oh, you can feel it and hear it. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
I feel like they need that.
Yeah, it probably would have been nice. Even if you could just like have something that's there, but you could still kind of hear. That way when they're like, are you okay? You could be like, yeah.
Or they could just be like this.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Right.
And you're like, so good.
They're like, nobody's ever as quiet as you. And I'm like, what the fuck do I want to talk about? I don't want to talk about anything.
I just took 2 value.
Right. Just get it over with. Get it out.
And
Get
meanwhile, she's like,
and see if you can find a parasite down there. His name's Douglas.
and he's mine. So as she's texting me, like when she got there, and I'm like, I'm already in the parking lot.
Oh, it's true.
I'm already in the parking lot.
It's 2.5 hours later.
Right,
Is when she needed to be in the parking lot.
I had to go around the corner to go to the bathroom and get some snacks and some water, and then I came back. Oh, I used the bathroom, and then I came back, and then I drank all my water and ate all my snacks, and then I went inside and I was like, hi, so my name's Heidi, and you have my best friend back there, and I have to go to the bathroom. And she's like, yeah, no problem, it's right there.
They're really nice there.
And then I went to the bathroom, and then she's like, you can wait in here, and I was like, thanks so much, it's 150 down there.
I know, they had told me that you could wait inside. I was like, she won't do that.
I did. It was hot.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
And I had my little charger on my phone, and I was watching TikToks and answering emails. It was great.
Good for you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate Morgan. Morgan came over and helped.
She was a huge help.
Huge help.
I would have been like, Bill, what?
I know. But now I'm like, I could do everything myself, so I'm good.
I'm so glad that you got new strappies.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty terrible. Yeah, their little binders sucked.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And now I need new binders because these are too big. So.
It's working. And that's when you're like,
10 out of 10 would do it again.
Yeah,
100%.
I need to get you that shirt.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. And I'll tell anybody about it, you know. And that's the funny thing is that once you go through this and you're like super open and honest with people, it's funny how many people are either super supportive, they say that they have done it themselves, or they're super interested in doing it.
Right.
And they don't know who to talk to or who to ask, because it's really intimidating to go to a plastic surgeon. It is very intimidating. And so that's the cool thing is like, I feel like by talking about this stuff, listen, like a woman's body starts changing around the age of 35. First of all, we're changing through puberty, and then we are in our childbearing years.
And it says every 7 years our body changes.
It's basically constantly changing from like 35 to 65.
Oh God.
So for 30 years, our bodies are changing, going through perimenopause, into menopause, postmenopausal. It's always
my mom's
something.
menopause said it lasted 10 years for her.
Oh my God, I would not wish that on
like
anybody.
From the start to the end.
Yeah,
it was
10 years isn't bad.
It's a whole 10 years.
I think mine's probably been going since I was 37, and it's now getting to the point where like hot flashes.
Are you sure that you're premenopausal?
Yeah.
I think you're.
I'm sure.
I think
No, I'm sure.
How did you figure it out?
Lots of women like things that have happened.
What?
Women like things that have happened.
Oh,
happening.
Are we going to talk about that?
I mean, we can.
What are they?
Well, I mean, I used to have a period for 5 days, and now it's about 2.5 solid, maybe.
Well,
maybe from start to finish 2.5.
But I looked that up, and it said it's not premenopausal.
Perimenopausal?
Whatever. Peri. Who's Perry? What was the next thing?
My hot flashes.
And then the next thing?
The apron belly, which is what I had sucked out. The apron belly is a huge one.
And then another one?
Headaches.
Honey, you've had a headache since you were 12.
Girl, isn't that the truth? And every Friday night.
Right.
Just kidding. I mean, we'll see.
I'm
going to go to the functional doctor and see. Good for you.
I'm not yet.
You're probably still able to have children if you so choose.
Oh.
That sounds like a terrible, terrible idea.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Let's not do that.
No, but the Metformin is what's it called? It makes you super fertile.
Fertile myrtle.
Yeah, it makes you fertile.
Ew!
So I'm like, watch out, Bill. There'll be none of that going around. I'm like, just don't take your shot for 4 weeks. We'll be fine. Because he's on testosterone.
And that's what I'm talking about with the work-life balance.
Right? Exactly.
Right. You're like, I'm taking this. You don't take yours. We'll be fine.
So I hate to ask this, but what time is it?
Oh, it's only 3:10.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yep, I have 15 more minutes.
So tell me, you've got an engagement party going on here that's
Yep.
coming up. What's the, are you theming it? Are you, what's your theme? What's the deal? What do you got? I mean, obviously, you're including your children.
Oh, no, my children will be in my bedroom, roped off. But they're not going to come out and play.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. They might come out and say hi, and then I'll put them back up, but they're going to be too much.
Yeah.
They're just, Dobby's leg chicken wing's still broken.
Yeah.
He's getting surgery next month. P will lose his shit. Nina might bite someone.
Yeah.
She bit the door guy. And
she did.
Miss Charlie will just be in the way. So no, I'm gonna put a little gate up, like a gate where they can see and I can see them, and they will just hang out in my bedroom. And then I have the doggy door on the one side.
So smart.
And then I have the gate on the other side, so they will have in and out, in and out, in and out, and they can see us this way and then see us this way.
I think that's smart.
Yeah. And then, but they all have their specialized napkins,
Good.
their little sayings. I mean, they're a part of it, but they're
Right.
not.
They can't be a part of it.
Yeah.
They can be a part of it from a distance.
Exactly.
I get that.
Yeah.
I can get that.
It's too much. It's too much for me. It's too much for them.
I take the
Little-
dogs to school when we have a party. I'm
Right.
like, you cannot be here.
Little P's legs are not what they used to be.
No, they're
Obviously,
not.
he has
Yeah.
a hard time, so I'm not doing that to him.
I get that.
And he'll rage all night.
He will. Oh, he'll be a party animal.
rager. He's
Yeah.
a rager.
With a donut in each
Oh
paw.
yeah,
Yeah.
he will go as long as he can, and then he hurts for 3 days later. It's just not fair to him. So, but everybody, there's no theme is comfortable, and theme is I'm so glad you were able to make it.
Awesome.
That's the theme.
And then you have a photographer.
I have a photographer. I have a baby Peter's coming to play on the ivories.
Mm-hmm.
We have
A videographer.
videographer. We have trying to get not a waiter, but
An assistant.
an assistant.
Assistant.
If anybody knows anyone,
Yeah, like a young person to help keep.
right?
And it's finger foods.
Yes, it's finger foods.
It's finger foods and little things.
And we're baking all of the food. Well, we're substituting out. Rebecca thinks I'm ridiculous.
You are ridiculous for this.
But
I
I'm
cannot
so
with
excited.
you.
So I'll tell you guys what's on the menu.
Please.
Lumpia coming in.
Okay, so not making the lumpia.
Not making lumpia. Hawaiian mac salad. Not making that. Spring rolls. Not making that.
Okay.
We're having the ham and cheese sliders. I'm making that.
Obviously, we're having ham and cheese sliders.
Right.
That's your favorite.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
We're having pulled pork sandwiches with a pulled pork bar.
That's a smoker thing. That's
I-
really, it's going to be so easy. You're going to have a sauce, you're going to have the stuff, and then that's
The
it.
pickles, the coleslaw,
Right, exactly.
and
That's-
BYO your own thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
pick up a bun and put the stuff on it.
Yep.
But I think that's John wanted to smoke something for
Good.
it, you know?
Good.
I got little wieners.
Okay, like pigs in the blanket?
Yes.
Okay,
Taquitos. Not making any, I just have to heat those up.
okay.
I'm making spinach artichoke dip, cowboy caviar,
Which you can make the day before, 'cause
Uh-huh.
it's better the second day.
absolutely, and smoked queso, and I think that's it.
Oh, okay. So I'm not going to give you as much shit as I was going to
Yeah,
give
I
you.
think
Because I was like, why are you
Oh, and
making
then a
the food?
charcuterie platter. Did I say that
Oh,
already?
yeah, charcutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
They're all heatable.
Yeah.
And I can make them a day or two before.
Yeah, no, okay. So I don't.
I just hope we have enough. I'm sure we'll have enough food.
You'll have plenty of food. At the very least, I mean, listen, people are going to come, they're going to have their finger foods, it's going to be fine.
They're gonna,
No one's going to, a pulled pork sandwich, that'll fill someone up.
Right. And then we have the open bar.
Yeah.
And I got these little bar signs that say BAR, and they're all flashing, so cute.
I'm so excited.
And then the next is just decorating. Balloons have to be delivered, flowers have to be delivered. And we still have to do the little banner signs. I haven't done that yet. I created it, haven't done it. And that's it. And I
I'm
think we're
excited.
good. Yeah.
I'm super excited. I think it's going to be awesome. There's a donut bar.
Donut bar, sponsored by
Little
P.
P. Yeah. Yeah. he's gonna be like fiending on the
Yeah,
donuts.
I'm gonna get away from my donuts.
He's keeping a list back in the bedroom. He's like, I saw that person have 3.
I know, and then he's like, in lipstick, he's gonna write them out
Pink.
as he takes them out and put it on his face.
Bright pink lipstick.
And he's like, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, he is. He's like,
yeah. I remember when he was like 2 years old, he got under the tree and he got my red lipstick and he ate it and he had red all over his face.
oh my
I was
god.
like, God, I love you so much.
He's so cute.
I know.
He really is truly the cutest.
I think about days where I wake up and he's dead.
Yeah.
And like having to make that call where I call you and I'm like, P died. Ugh. Or I think about it like my mom. If the dogs get up before my mom and I can't hear my mom out in the living room, I think she died in her sleep. Anyone else? If I call my mom and she doesn't pick it up, I think she died.
Okay.
Anyone?
Yes, I'm gonna meet you where you're at.
Okay.
Okay. I think about what's gonna happen when I don't have Lenny anymore because Lenny is 6.
Right.
Like today.
Right. But do you like wake up in the middle of the night and you're like,
No, I don't check him. But I used to do that with Dexter.
Right.
Dexter, every morning I would wake up, and if he wasn't already moving, I'd be like, that's it, he's dead.
Right.
And then he would move, and I'd be like, yay, we got another day.
Right.
Right? I think about all the time, like, what would I do if, this is the worst, what would I do if Chris died in Alaska?
Yeah, it's tough.
Like, that's one of those things that you don't, people are like, oh, must be nice, he's, you're married, but then like you get your own time and he does
It's
his
so
thing
hard.
and whatever. But like every time I say goodbye to him in the spring, it is in the back of my mind
Of course.
that I'm gonna cry. Now I
Right.
really am gonna cry. It is in the back of my mind that something could happen to either one of us during that
Time
time window. And now this may
be
be the last time I get a hug from my husband,
Right.
a kiss from my husband,
right.
the last time I see his face.
Right.
Like this could be the last time.
And he's so grumpy.
Every year. Right.
He's so grumpy
Yeah.
when he does it.
And I think that people are like, oh, you don't talk to him, doesn't that drive you crazy? And there's this really weird mental thing that I have going on where no news is good news.
Right. The peace is good. The
Yeah.
no hearing is the peace.
If I don't hear anything, we're fine.
Right.
If he calls me, I mean, he did just call me, but it's time for him to call me. It's
Right.
We have reached
that's,
the day.
That's expected.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
it's salmon season should be over, like
Right.
any minute now. So I'm expecting this phone call.
Right.
But like if he calls me unexpected in the middle of, July, or I got a call from someone that he works with because they have my number too, I would hit my knees.
It would be like being in 1940s when the guys show up to your door with the note that says
100%.
So sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, I'd hit my knees.
I mean, I'm sure they're coming for P too.
Yeah.
Trust me, when P dies, someone's gonna show up at my door and I'll be like, Miss, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah. He was at
Our condolences from the U.S. Marine Corps. He is a bulldog.
He is a bulldog.
And the Marines are
I
bulldogs.
just go to totally different. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. He was at the gay club and
Right.
he just dropped.
He thought.
They were playing the Whitney Houston ballad.
Oh
and
my
he
God.
was living his best life, and he just had a heart attack and dropped
Yeah.
right there. And I'm so sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like,
There's a bunch of like other dogs without shirts on
I know,
out
glitter.
front. They're like
Everyone's glitter.
They're like
And-
oh, Pete.
and strobe lights and
Yeah.
that'll be great.
I'm right there. I see you, and I'm meeting you there.
Yeah.
And it's like
Last night he was not lethargic. He was super tired. Like normally he gets into bed, he cuddles, he wants pets, and then he goes down. He got on the bed, automatically went to sleep, slept all through the night. We didn't even go up to go potties. And then woke up and then went after Nina and tried to bite Nina.
what?
So I'm like, I don't think you feel good, bud.
No, he doesn't feel good.
I don't think he
yeah,
feels good.
he's grumpy. He doesn't feel good.
Yeah, he went after Nina this morning. And then he eyeballed her all over. He stalked
Ew.
her all and was like,
Ew, pee.
and so I put him on the bed with me and I was like, you want some pets?
And he's like, yeah, is that
And I'm
bitch
like,
on?
Look at you, so cute. Look at you, so cute.
He's like, while you were sleeping, me and Nina went to the club, and she took my man.
Right. She's like, big in the hoops, girl.
She's like, my bills are paid. Oh man, yeah. Losing a dog is the freaking worst.
Oh, God, that's so terrible.
And then losing a parent. I mean, obviously losing a human is terrible.
But losing anything.
Yeah.
I cried over my goldfish. Like, stop.
Yeah, I get sad when I see a smush bunny in the road. I'm
Oh.
just like, whoa.
Speaking
Like
of
it's-
smush bunnies.
Oh my god.
So my mother was driving down the street and her air conditioner wasn't working, so she pulled into Jiffy Lube and they found a jackrabbit in her engine, and they started pulling out all of its dismembered body parts, and then they couldn't get the head out. And she's sitting at Jiffy Lube crying. And I'm like, Mom, it was quick. It was like that.
I mean, it snapped the head immediately.
Right. It was all done.
But like, did they finally get the head out?
Yeah,
Or
they
is
finally
that-
got the
oh,
head
I
out.
was
And
gonna
then she's
say
like,
that's
"My
gonna
car
stink.
Yep. And then it smelled.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm pretty sure it was the dad. And I'm like, it's fine. She was already cheating on somebody else.
And then
He's
what?
already moved in.
And then what did you do?
I told her to put carrots out, extra carrots out for them, so that
Yeah.
they weren't starving, and because Daddy couldn't bring anything home because you killed him, basically.
He was the breadwinner. He was
Yeah.
the carrot winner.
Absolutely. Well, I put hay and I put Amelia's hay out. Do you know I've had Amelia for 7 years?
I believe it. That thing will not die.
She's so
I mean,
cute.
I love her. She's so cute.
The doctor said the doctor has 16. Her doctor has 16.
Really?
And he said she is the most well-mannered, gentle little fur baby he's ever seen, and she is in the epitome of health. I say that, she's probably dead right now, but yes. Yes. Remember when Rocco died and I called you and I'm like,
Yeah.
Rocco's dead and I don't think he's dead, and like, what if I put him in this bag and I bury him and he's not dead?
Yeah.
And then my mom made me blow on his eyelids to see if he'd blink.
Yeah, the neurotic tendencies between the two of you in any stressful situation.
my God, it was terrible.
It is like you guys should have, and I mean it's terrible because you're in a stressful situation and you don't want it. But there is,
Our imagination just,
it's
and I'm
beyond. It's beyond anything that any rational person would ever come up with. And the two of you, somebody comes up with something irrational, and the other one's like, "Yeah, you're probably right." Like it is to watch the two of you navigate anything stressful
Oh my God.
it is just like you just sit back and you're just like, I'm gonna see how this fucking plays out.
It's not like that crazy.
It kind of is. It kind of is. Heidi, you called me 3 times about your chinchilla in a box, and what if it's not dead? And what if it's not dead? And what if it's not dead? I'm like, has it moved in the last 3 hours? No. And then didn't you put it in the freezer?
Yes.
No, you put it in a cooler. I wrapped it up and put it in a cooler.
I either put it in a cooler or freezer. I did freeze the body though.
You freezed it and then you put it in a cooler. And
I
I'm like,
remember
where
when
is it? And you're like, in the garage. And I was like, it's July.
I remember he died on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
No, Christmas Eve.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think
That
I did. No, I
sucks.
did put him outside, and it was cool enough. You told me it was cold enough in the garage to keep him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I remember when I had to put cash down, and that was the
Oh.
last thing I asked. I'm like, "Where are you gonna put his?" I'm like, "Is he going straight? Where are you putting? Are you putting him in the freezer?"
And
And
doctor
she was like, "Yes, that's where they go." And I'm like, "Oh my God, he's going to the freezer! Can you just come back to my house? I can put him in my freezer."
and then Sue was like, are we sure he's dead?
Yeah, 100%. He did not want to go.
No.
He was like little Miss Elvis. He was just like, no, he didn't want to go. Anyways, okay, we have to go now. We have to go.
That was fun.
Yes.
All right, so all the things we talked. I feel like we covered all the things.
We
today.
did, and we're probably gonna record maybe sometime this weekend or
Yeah, we're
Monday.
gonna try and hit it again next week, and then if you happen to find us, you can find us at Join All the Things on TikTok, and we're at Join All the Things, I believe, on YouTube too. I'm still learning. We're still
I
learning.
hope so.
But
if it takes you somewhere else that doesn't look like us,
it's not us.
Keep searching.
Right. But yeah, at Join the Things on TikTok, and check it out and check us out and keep listening, because we're just gonna keep sitting down here and talking about nonsense.
I feel like the next one we have to have martinis or something.
Girl, please, absolutely, I'm right there with you. Except for you have a showing in
Well,
an
no, I'm
hour
saying
and
that
15 minutes.
I'm-
On the next one, we'll plan for it.
I want like some martinis or something.
Yeah,
next time.
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's what's missing right here. Is a nice little
yes.
shaker.
Yeah, and then we'll
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll do that before all of our trip
Yes.
and party and all the things.
Yes.
And then, the videographer is going to be recording so that we can have also footage for the other stuff. So
Yes, it'll be
Off
so
we go.
cool.
All right,
bye,
thanks
guys.
for joining in.
Peace.
Bye. Yeah, it was good. We're still recording. What the?
I thought you played the exit music now.
What is happening? How come I can't stop it?
Can we just not record?
Oh my god. What is happening?
Hold it down, maybe?
Oh god.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, we're done.
Oh, sweet.
It just took a minute.